Welcome back everybody, my name is Pip, I'm a baby army and my channel is about me discovering more about BTS. I'm really excited about what I'm reacting to today, so I've held off on watching this because I wanted us to watch it together. I keep seeing it popping up on my timeline, I keep seeing clips of it everywhere on Instagram and I have to scroll really fast. Today I'm going to react to the Apple Music interview with BTS done by Zane Lowe. It's about 48 minutes long, it's a pretty long interview, so I'm looking forward to whatever it is that they talk about. I think I know that Zane Lowe has interviewed Jungkook before and I think Zane Lowe's been very well received by ARMY. That's my impression. As always, correct me if I'm wrong. I remember Zane Lowe from when I was a teenager, so he used to be on Radio 1. If I ever hear the name Zane Lowe, it just takes me back to then. He's done tons and tons and tons of other stuff since then. I used to like listening to him on the radio and I always used to like the music that he chose to play on Radio 1. So I'm hoping this is going to be good. I think we should just get into it. I'm excited to see them all together being interviewed. This is hype, I think, based on the description of the video. Let's go. This is just all the build up to it. Is that them? I'm waiting to hear the chaos. That sounded slightly like chaos from, I don't know. No, maybe not. That's Zane Lowe. Space is huge. This build-up's so good. I don't know why. Hi.
So excited.
Very nice.
Maybe just chuck in the pocket. What do you think?
Perfect. Fine.
Probably just. Yeah. And we'll put on the t-shirt. I'm gonna take the jacket off.
Oh, okay. Just I come back for one day later.
He looks so different to how I remember him. Obviously, it's been literally years, probably, since I've seen him properly. So when I talk about like knowing him from when I was a teenager, like I'm 40 now. That's how long I feel like Zane Lowe has been relevant, especially in the UK. I mean, that's just the UK, not even the rest of the world. I'm waiting for... I feel like they don't go anywhere quietly, you know?
네, 슬레이트 치겠습니다. 하나, 둘, 셋.
So excited.
Check. Yeah.
I can hear them!
아 시끄러.
Let's go. How to do English?
Let's go. Very.
That was so... That was so much better than I even thought it was gonna be. Like, it's the sheer sudden volume. I want to put that back. I want to listen to the different. Like, oh god, that was so funny.
아 시끄러.
Oh my god, that's one of the best things I've ever seen.
Let's go. Very. Let's go.
What's up, boys? What's up, boys? Been a while. Good to see you. Good to see you. What's up? Good to see you. What's going on?
Yeah, good to see you.
What's up, man? Good to see you.
A lot of people, a lot of people.
Great to meet you. Great to meet you. Great to meet you.
Let's go.
So I feel like from him saying "great to meet you" on for some of them that he's not met all of them. I definitely know he's met Jungkook, but it seemed like he'd met RM before. Like that seems like a welcome back, not a nice to meet you for the first time. I'm not sure, but yeah, if I end up enjoying this interview, do let me know if he's interviewed any of the others. I'll potentially watch the interview with Jungkook, but I'm trying to even out how I watch like a member specific stuff. So I am like naturally drawn to Jungkook stuff because he is one of my biases, obviously. But I want to treat them all fairly. So yeah, let me know if he's interviewed any of the others.
Thanks for coming.
Hi, Jimmy. Hi.
Yeah. Thanks for joining us today, guys.
Jimin is so funny.
Thank you.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Apple. Thank you, Zane.
Thank you. This is so exciting.
Thank you for coming to Korea. It's a long flight, right?
Yeah, but I love it here. I love it here. I feel very calm here. I love the city. I love the people.
Is
I
this
love the
first time?
music. No.
No.
And I want to say thank you to Jungkook because
그때
yes. He invited me out maybe a year and a half ago.
Yeah.
And we sat up there and we had a beautiful conversation.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. So it's been like, years, right?
It's been a minute. But not as long as it's been for you and for Army.
Oh,
Because
yeah.
it's been a minute for them too. And you're here, I'm here, Army are all there. And they're waiting and have been waiting for this moment and are waiting for everything.
We're back.
Yes.
We're back.
You are. How does it feel? I mean, that's a big question for everybody. But who wants to just quickly jump in and try to put into words how it feels for it to be real?
I want to say first off, there's something about the atmosphere in this interview that is just immediately nice and calming and feels respectful. I've seen clips of different interviews with them. Some interviewers are more respectful than others. I'll just say that. I'm not going to name names. But it just feels respectful. Yeah, I don't know how else to explain it. I've not even been watching it that long. The only other person that I've seen interview them where I've been like, this is respectful, this is like a respectful way to interview them was Jimmy Fallon. Yeah, I like the way this is going so far.
You to be together again after the time away.
Yeah, so exciting.
일단 이런 분위기가 너무 오랜만이고 이런 분위기가 너무 오랜만이고 사실 이렇게 제인이랑 또 같이 인터뷰를 하니까 새삼 이제 시작이구나라는 걸 느끼고 이런 모습을 또 이제 오랜만에 팬 여러분들에게 보여드릴 생각을 하니까 되게 좀 떨리고 그러네요.
뭔가 편안하면서도 뭔가 불편한 느낌? 뭔지 알아?
There's so much to talk about, and I want to thank you for giving us so much time today to try to get into it.
We have a whole day.
Which is beautiful because I have a whole day's worth of stuff to talk about. I have so many questions, and I'm going to do my best for you, Army.
A whole day. Damn. Maybe that's why it feels so calm and respectful. It's because there's time and space for them to actually talk to each other properly. And I assume that it probably cuts away and somebody is translating for Zane what the members are saying in Korean. I assume, unless he speaks Korean, I don't know. Does he? I don't know. I'm assuming he doesn't.
I think I'm going to start with worldwide handsome.
Worldwide handsome.
I wanted to ask you what you missed the most about being together with your friends.
그러니까 저희가 같이 안 산지 되게 오래 됐거든요. 근데 이번에 우리 멤버들하고 미국에서 같이 살면서 굉장히 오랜 기간 동안 이렇게 같이 밥도 먹고 되게 정해진 시간에 뭔가를 할 수 있다는 게 너무 즐겁고 행복했어요. 좀 과거로 돌아간 느낌이랄까. 아침에 일어나서 다 같이 밥을 먹고 운동을 갔다가 점심에 돌아와서 점심 먹고 출근하고 돌아와서 저녁을 먹고 웃으며 다시 잠들 수 있는 이런 일상이 너무나도 행복한 시간이었어요, 저한테는.
Yeah, it's funny you mentioned past time.
That's such a nice answer. That must be nice though, because I assume that's how they used to work a lot anyway. So like, not only is it nice to go back to a routine, not only is it nice to be back with, the people that you're probably closest to, but like you're back to how you used to work before.
I wondered whether or not, living together again after being away, whether it felt kind of like the beginning in a strange way. When the circumstances were very different, you were starting out, the room was much smaller. But did it feel a little similar to that?
I think so, because it was really strange to live, all together in the same. We lived in the same house, like literally. So we rented a villa, and then it was in like 7 years that we have, ever like lived actually like together and worked together. So that the session in LA for 2 months was quite a big transition, and it feels like a dream for us at the same time.
Jungkook, when we spoke here, we talked about the idea of you all moving off separately to work on your own solo music. It felt natural to all of you. It didn't feel forced. Did this feel as natural coming back together? I know you said it was a bit strange living together, but when you all found yourself coming together, even having that first meeting, like how did it begin?
사실 뭔가 제일 자연스럽다고 생각을 하는 거는 오히려 뭔가 솔로 활동보다는 늘 사실 단체로 뭔가를 많이 했었기 때문에 뭔가 좀 당연하게 생각이 됐던 것 같아요. 군복무를 사실 좀 시기를 뭔가 좀 떨어져 놓고 갈 수도 있었는데 어쨌든 최대한 빨리 단체를 하기 위해서 뭔가 좀 자연스럽게 그렇게 일단
I have seen, like, briefly that the way that they decided to do their military service is maybe not what would have automatically been done for other groups, because, again, always correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel like other groups would have done one person at a time, but it seems like they actually put theirs really close together so that they could get back to being BTS sooner. So while that period of time, well, like, I wasn't ARMY at that point, I don't know what it was like. I sort of came in, I want to say August, September last year, properly. So I feel like Jungkook and Jimin had only just come back. I think I've got the timeline right. But yeah, while the time where they were all away would have been really difficult, it meant that they came back sooner. I feel like that's different to what other groups have done. But yeah, let me know if I'm right with that.
군복무를 하게 된 것도 있고 큰 의미가 오히려 없고 그냥 되게 당연했어요. 자연스러웠어요. 자연스러운 어떤 그냥 순간들이었던 것 같아요.
I always think that, when artists take a break, it's a chance to look at it as a new sort of 0.0 or a new era to some degree. J-Hope, does it feel that way for you, or does it feel like you sort of picked up where you left off?
아무래도 사실 먼저 군에서 전역했던 멤버들은 이미 활동을 하고 있었고 그런 부분에 있어서는 사실 다른 친구들보다는 미리 좀 적응을 하는 부분이 있었는데 단체로 좀 하는 거는 확실히 미국에서 세션을 하면서의 영향이 되게 컸었던 것 같아요. 그래서 같이 하면서 다 같이 뭔가 좀 빠르게 적응을 하고 또 돌아와서 또 신곡에 관련된 많은 부분들을 또 정리를 하고 이런 부분들이 너무 자연스럽게 잘 적응이 될 수 있게끔 된 것 같고 그리고 그냥 여러 가지로 사실 모든 활동들이 친구들이랑 같이 오랜만에 하는 이 활동들이 다 너무 재밌고 이러다 보니까 앞으로 이제 우리가 보여줘야 할 이런 부분들에 있어서 전혀 부담도 사실 안 생기고 되게 즐기는 그런 순간들이 많았던 것 같아요.
I hope it was a lot of fun. We're going to see in the documentary, aren't we? I bet it was really hard work, but fun. They always seem like they have fun. And even if they're not having as much fun with something, they just seem to be able to make their own fun, whatever they're doing.
It's such a unique situation to take a break from being a band and go and honor the commitment to your country, to military service. But you're still a musician, you're still creative. Sugar, were you thinking about music? I mean, can you honor that commitment and do service? And are you still thinking about songs, melodies? Are they, did any of them make it onto the record while you were serving?
아예 그냥 새롭게 그냥 판을 짜고 새롭게 뭔가들을 만들어가지고 엄청 새로운 걸 하기 위해서 좀 다양하게 저희들끼리 이야기를 많이 했고 그냥 그랬던 것 같아요. 특히 이번 앨범은 더더욱더.
When you started out, RM, you became leader of the group.
Yes, sir.
You're now in a situation where you've grown so much as people, not just as a band.
Yes.
What was that perspective like for you when everyone came back together and you could sort of take a look and go, okay, these guys I've known since we were kids, in some cases teenagers,
Yes.
How does your role as leader kind of evolve now everyone's growing up and have become, men?
Yeah, that's the trickiest point. And I don't know, like sometimes I put like too much weight on myself. Like, you're the leader, so you have to do something. You have to, like just get your ass off just the sofa and just go out and just like say something to the label or like to the people, or I don't know, music wise, people wise. But it's like, you know, like you said, we're all kind of grown up. We're all like 30s right now, and we all got back from the unique experience, which is, you know, like very unique. And but I think, you know, through the process from the LA session, it's been almost like half a year, like 7-8 months. And I think there's still something that I can do for this team, like maybe just to communicate with the label, or, you know, could represent, could say some words that could, you know, bring the whole team to a better level.
And I'd imagine also with the touring and whatnot to come, and as things get busier and busier, those roles will start to feel a little more comfortable again, of like how we support each other.
It must be so difficult for him anyway to be the leader. It must be a different kind of difficult now. When they're all older, they're all probably able to take more responsibility for that stuff, but then he's still got this label and this title of leader. He's probably trying to find his place in that again, and, you know, trying to see if he needs to approach it differently. And I've always thought, even though everybody's really respectful about it, he's the leader, but he's not the eldest as well. So he's got Jin and Sugar, who are older than him. Don't know, is J-Hope older? Aren't they in the same year? It always confuses me, RM or J-Hope, which one's older. But I imagine that must factor into how it might be a little bit difficult. Not that they make it difficult for him, I imagine, but I wonder if it factors into his thinking about being the leader as well. I feel like he probably must have done at the beginning to a certain extent.
Yes, and they are, you know, we've been together for our half of our lives.
Yeah.
Like 15 years.
Yeah.
That's a long time. That's like a family. So, you know, as we see just like each other's eyes, we just understand. We just get it. Like, oh, now you've been through your hard times, bro. Then I'll do some more. I'll take care of you. Like, we could just do that without any like words or something. So they support me, and I could do my roles. But, you know, it's always tricky that I sometimes put too much weight on myself as a leader. But at the same time, I feel like I'm just one of the members. I'm just part of the team. I'm just one of the 7, so sometimes you just gotta let it go. Just go with the flow and just be part of the team. So I'm still figuring out what is a good leader, you know.
Yeah.
Good leader.
Good, yeah.
Thanks, bro.
leader.
Oh.
Thank you, bro.
Thanks for amazing English. Word. Peace.
Yeah, this is a celebration. I mean, we're going to talk about the music. We're going to talk about touring. We're going to get into it. We're going to try and fill in some of the gaps everybody wants filled. But we're here celebrating. And I would imagine that probably the biggest celebration so far was when Sugar finally came home, because that was the last member of the band. So can I ask you guys how you celebrated as a band when Sugar finally came home, and how that happened?
저희끼리 다 같이 이제 누구 집에 모였더라? 정국이 집이었나?
내 집인가? 아니지.
형준이 집 아니야?
내 집 아니야.
너 집이었던 것 같은데?
형준이 형 집.
나 공사하고 있었잖아.
아, 그런가?
우리 집인가?
형 집인가?
무슨 집에서 모여서
I was going to say at that point, I'm like, oh, it was somebody's place, all right? It was somebody's. Oh my God. Will they ever work out where they were?
축하할 계획도 없이 바로 미국에 작업을
맞네.
하러 가야 됐어가지고.
근데 우리가 전역하기 전부터 해가지고 자주 모였어가지고 우리 집에서도 모이고.
그날이라기보다는 뭔가 그 전역하고 나서는 오히려 더 정신 없어서 그 전에 좀 많이 봤던 것 같은데.
다음에 뭐 할 건지.
그러니까.
휴가 막바지쯤인데.
Yeah, it must have been really special for you, Sugar, and for everybody. And you know what? I saw this thing on social media the other day when you showed up on Weverse for the first time with your cat.
Yeah.
And everyone went crazy in the theater. It was amazing. Why did you take some time to come back and say hi to Army? And how did it feel when you came back and realized that everyone was so happy to see you streaming for the first time?
Is he going to say? It's probably nothing exciting, is it? It's probably just like a normal human reason. But yeah, everybody went crazy for that live. I didn't watch it live, don't thing. I think I watched High Boy's translation of it. It's kind of like burned into my brain because like I used to have a black cat and we just recently lost him. He passed away. And then I saw Sugar with Hang and I was like, oh, he looks like my cat. I've not watched it again since because it's just every time I see him with Hang, it just reminds me of my cat. But everybody went crazy. Everybody went crazy. I saw like people making little animations of like playing the bongos on time. And I'm like, yeah, cats do like that. There were some people like, why is he hitting the cat so hard? And I'm like, no, they like it. The little like bum pats, they like it. I don't know why, but they do.
This time.
뭐 시간이 걸렸다기보다는 그냥 뭐 간간히 계속 뭔가들을 하고 있었는데 뭐 고양이를 이게 고양이가 나온 거는 뭐 걔가 이제 와가지고 이제 그냥 어쩔 수 없이 이렇게 나온 거고 뭐 가기 전에는 얼마나 많은 빈도로 이렇게 사람들과 소통을 했는지가 이제 막 그렇게 자세하게 기억은 안 나는데 제 스타일이 좀 그런 것 같아요. 뭔가 이렇게 자주 소통을 하고 이야기하는 것보다는 그냥 어느 순간 쑥 나타나서 이야기를 하고 그리고 또 저만의 또 시간을 좀 갖고 이런 각자 스타일이지 않나 그런 것들은.
It's funny about that is whether you mean to or not, when you become a person of mystery, it makes people go even crazier when you show up. It kind of almost backfires a little bit. You know?
Maybe on purpose.
Jim, and I wanted to ask what you think you learnt about yourself during the time away, and in particular, during military service. When you came home, how had you tested yourself and what did you learn about yourself?
정말 가서 들었던 생각은 되게 많은데 일을 할 수 있고 무언가에 열정을 쏟을 수 있는 시간들을 가지고 있다는 게 얼마나 소중한지 뼈저리게 느낀 시간이었고 그리고 뿐만 아니라 되게 어린 나이에 이제 한국 남자들은 되게 어린 나이에 군대에 가 있는데 거기서도 되게 열심히 하는 친구들이 있어서 그런 모습들을 보고 나도 아직 더 열심히 해야 된다라는 생각을 좀 끊임없이 하다가 정국이랑 같이 연습도 따로 많이 해보고 군대 안에서도 그렇게 시간을 보냈던 것 같습니다.
We're glad you're back.
I really like this interview because I know I keep saying that, but like a lot of people interview them and don't ask them very deep questions. They're like interesting questions in the moment and you get like funny answers and, you know, you get them being silly. But this just, it feels like he's interviewing them in a way that shows that he's interested in them as people. Because I think a lot of the time we get, you know, and we all do it, it's fine. But like you get distracted by what they look like and all that kind of thing. And you know, what they're wearing and, you know, if they change their hair, it's like they're people at the end of the day. And he's actually shown interest in them as people. I don't know, yeah, it just seems different in a good way.
We're glad we're back.
Yeah, I bet.
Too.
And off to Los Angeles you went. I mean, I get it. It's music town. There's a lot of places to work, but most people come to LA to go and find people to work with. You already kind of figured out who you wanted to work with and how you wanted to get, or at least start. Why did you choose to go to Los Angeles and have that time there?
We all knew that LA is a it's a true music town, but I was even so surprised after we got to LA. We met like tons of like hundreds of songwriters and like players and producers. And like most of them actually had their home in LA, and they just they advertised to us like the life, how a life in LA is so great. So we have never lived in LA for that long, and we also had a kind of consensus that the weather and the creative energy and the people in LA is really so great, and I think it's always the best choice. You have a real like musical base camp or a session. You should go to LA, maybe. Yeah, so I think that's why.
V, when did recording start? Like, how did this album begin?
진짜 딱 끝나고 저희
일단은
바로
바로
가서 시작한
그쵸.
거죠. 예.
전역하고
바로 넘어갔어요.
이제 마지막 멤버 슈가 형이 이제 딱 전역을 했고 난 뒤부터 이제 바로 줄라이?
나 3, 4일 뒤에 나간 것 같은데?
네.
July. Oh my God. I think like in the back of my mind, I knew it was July, but that is a short space of time to create an album. Because obviously like it just came out, but it's ready way before that. It has to be, doesn't it? So that they can make all the physical ones and ship them where they need to be. Like that is a short space of time. And considering that we've now all listened to it multiple times, I hope I've listened to it, God knows how many times. It's impressive that they produced something so good in such a short period of time as well. I know they probably worked really intensely on it, you know, like day in, day out, but still.
하고 바로
저희 전부 다 이제 7월 초에
7월
이제
초에
다 나가서
맞아
이제
맞아.
다 같이 LA에서 살면서 작업을 시작했던.
처음에 이제 대화가 안 되니까
그거를 영어로 해봐.
이걸 영어로 해보라고요?
It's like,
So
nah.
during the session, the first problem, first thing first, the conversation was impossible because
Yeah.
they can't
Right,
speak
right.
English.
Right.
We're still learning.
재밌었던 것 같아요, 근데.
understand.
They're like a baby animal, you know.
근데 이제 그 작업을 하면서 이제 너무 2달이란 시간이 있었다 보니까 이제 좀 하다 보면서 너무 많은 곡을 작업하니까 이제 약간 서로
I've just done my unboxing video before this, and there's pictures of. I'm going to comment on their appearance. I'm just not doing it, loading this because it's not about that. But J-Hope's side profile, I said it in that video, and I'll say it again here. People would pay for that nose. People would pay for that side profile. My God, what a nice shot that is.
이게 이제 어떤 곡을 작업을 해야 되지라는 좀 어려움은 좀 있었던 것
판단이
같아요.
안 되기 시작했죠.
맞아 뭐가 좋은 건지
스스로에게 이게 어떤 곡이 앨범에 들어가야 되고 어떤 곡을 써야 되고 그리고 이제 또 하다 보면서 또 필요한 곡이 생겼는데 그 필요한 곡을 위해서 작업하는 것도 되게 즐기지 못하는 듯한 느낌을 받았어가지고 우리 스스로도 그게 좀 되게 힘들었지
Music for
않았나.
music.
You know, you can't tell. When I listen to this album, it is so much energy on this record.
You must have listened to it so much earlier. Can you imagine having that knowledge? Having to keep it to yourself. He's obviously a professional and did. Like, to have that knowledge. My God.
record. And everyone has come back and delivered at the highest level. I want to congratulate you on this album. I think start to finish, it's a really, really great record.
Have you listened to it?
Yeah.
오,
wow, really?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I have to. Otherwise, what are we talking
Yeah.
about?
그래야 뭐 말할 수
그치.
있지. 못 말하는
아
거냐.
맞네.
Yeah.
Okay, I think you're one of the, like first people outside, like, who have ever listened to the whole album.
You work with some great people on this
Yes.
record. Diplo, Mike Will made it.
Yeah.
Evgen Show,
백인 씨.
Yeah.
incredible. Kevin Parker, what?
Kevin Parker.
Tizo Touchdown.
Yeah.
와.
It's pretty wild. I mean, let's get into that, the fun part of that. Jungkook, tell us some stories, or let's talk about the collaborators and what you loved about that, all of that.
뭐 나는 일단 김초랑 작업을 되게 그래도 많이 한 것 같아.
폴리건이란 곡을 사실 정국이가 거의 뭐 다
그치,
터치를
그치,
했지.
그치.
이 처음에 이제 트랙을 많이 들려주잖아요. 그럴 때 와, 진짜 이 사람들이 뭔가 생각하는 것들이 너무 신선하고 새로웠어가지고 아, 이런 식으로도 트랙을 쓸 수가 있구나, 만들 수 있구나, 그런 생각을 일단 제일 먼저 많이 했던 것 같고 그러면 이제 이게 여기서 이제 어떻게 여기 써야 될까 잘 그래서 부담도 엄청 많이 됐었고 그래서 오히려 좀 내가 옆에 붙어 있고 싶었나 봐. 그래서 아무튼 그 일단 느낌이 아예 자체가 너무 달랐어요. 되게 새로웠고 한 번 더 기회가 된다면은 좀 같이 작업을 했던 사람들이랑 다시 세션 한번 해보고 싶은 그런 마음도 있습니다.
I hope they do as well, and I don't care how they do it, either as a group or like solo stuff. I know there's I don't know how many. There might just be a really vocal minority. I'm not sure. There are some people saying they don't like the album or they're disappointed in the album. I can understand if you don't like maybe 2 or 3 of the songs, but if you sort of like take a step back and view it as an album, like not a BTS album, you take a step back and you try and view it as objectively as you can. It's a good album. It's well put together. It's not even so much that it tells a story through the album. Each song is placed where it needs to be. Each song is very distinctive from the other. Nothing blends into anything else. It's just a good album. I don't know if anybody particularly cares about my opinion as a Baby Army looking at it, but I think as a Baby Army and not having listened to everything that they've put out yet, I slightly have an advantage in that I can view this album more objectively because I'm not sat with having listened to everything that they've done before time and time and time and time again. Maybe it just wasn't as jarring for me. The thing is, it is different, but I'm not bothered by that. It's just a different kind of album. It's different kind of music. Although it is, I think, similar to some of their earlier stuff. Not everybody wants to hear the opinion of a Baby Army because I've not been there the whole time and I've not experienced everything yet. I'm working my way there. But I do think if you take a step back and you look at it objectively, it's a good album.
You know, you're all producers and writers and you're all very creative. I mean, was it important that you worked with other people on this record just to get a fresh perspective, to get new energy?
엄청 중요했다고 생각하고.
Since we are 7, so maybe like from perspectives outside, they could think like, oh, you guys are 7, so you can make your own. But we have to consider a lot of things. We could also like digest a lot of like genres at the same time. So it's always, I think it depends on the clothes, like, you know, what we're trying to wear or not. And bringing their colors and creatives, especially the young generations and people from the LA or Europe or Latin America, it was really important for us to, you know, we were trying to make a change and transition after the discharge from the military because many things are changed and it's getting faster and faster.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we have to like adjust our channel to another frequency, a new one. And we wanted to borrow like their thoughts and their creative minds.
I think that's a really good way of explaining it. And you're just slightly changing your frequency. I don't know if I'm unusual in thinking that I don't think that this is a massive departure. Like, again, it's probably because I haven't listened to everything that they've put out before that I think that way. There's people saying, like, I miss the old BTS and, like, this isn't BTS. I'm like, I listened to it and I'm like, this is BTS. I don't see the problem. It is. Maybe I'm, like, looking at it too simply. I don't know. But I just think, like, I think I said it in my reaction to the album. They created it. They signed off on it, so it's BTS. Similarly, they created it, they signed off on it. It's Korean. I know there's a few people saying that it's not Korean enough, and I'm like, they're Korean and they made it. It's Korean. You can't separate. You can't separate it. There's some funny discourse going on.
I think it was really important to be back. So they helped us a lot.
Yeah, I mean, the album starts hard. It starts hard. And at the end, you know, there's some beautiful, thoughtful, really emotive, vulnerable songs.
Into the song, yeah.
But the first 4, 5, 6 songs are like, bam.
Yeah.
Like body to body.
Jungkook, yeah. He's very enthusiastic about the fact that is what, yeah, yes. So clearly the intention.
Whoa.
Bam.
Oh. Wow.
Who wants to tell us a story about that one?
Your favorite song?
Well, I have a few. It's definitely up there. I love Aliens.
Wow.
Mike Will Made It snapped on that.
Yeah.
Like I like Aliens a lot. I also love Normal.
No more. Ryan Tedder. Yeah.
That's my favorite.
I love Normal.
I love Normal.
I love They Don't Know About Us. I love Please.
많다.
근데 제목 다 기억해.
Like, that's a lot, and you remember the titles. Again, he's just showing that he's listened to it and he appreciates like it. Yeah, good interview. Ooh, merry-go-round.
Remember all the titles.
I like Merry Go Round.
Oh, yeah.
That's a
good
beautiful
one.
song.
Okay.
I love that
Tame
song.
Impala.
Yeah, Kevin. Did anyone get to meet or work with Kevin, or did he do that remotely?
I really tried to work with him for my solo before, but I couldn't make it because I had no time and there was a producer called Sam, and he was a close friend and a partner of Kevin. And one day he came to our session maybe like 7 or 8 times, so he did a lot of stuff for the music, our music. And he just said like, I love Tame Impala and stuff. And I was like, oh, bro, I'm Kevin Parker's my friend. So he just gave a listen to me of his tracks, like 10. And the merry-go-round was like 3rd or 4th. So I was like, damn, I love this track. This is so Tame Impala. And I just, you know, it would be an honor if we couldn't have a little joint with him. And there was a songwriter, his name is Alde. He's a damn genius.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did a lot of stuff
my-
for our album as well, and I just gave all the admission. Like, I think I love this beat, and I think your type of songwriting and your vocals gonna have a beautiful collaboration with this Kevin Parker track. And I told him, like, I want to tell about a merry-go-round. I think life is like this. So then he truly felt like, oh, okay, I think I have some inspiration with that, and he just made that melody like I don't know, like an hour. So it's just how it.
An hour. An hour. Oh my God. I literally have no knowledge of what it takes to write music, but that's impressive, surely. That's, yeah. An hour for such a good song as well. My current favourites right now are Body to Body, Fire. Fire was one of my favourites from the first listen and has remained there. Like, that song is just my kind of music. So Body to Body, Fire, Swim, Normal. And I think that the more I listen to it, Merry Go Round, again, I liked it. I liked Merry Go Round on my first listen, but it is a bit more sad. And I tend not to go towards sadder music generally. I usually listen to music to sort of cheer me up, but there's just something about that song.
Sometimes a miracle comes.
Jen, what's your favorite song on the record? Do you have one?
My favorite song is Into the Sun.
I love
The
that
last
song.
track.
Yeah, the
He
last
made
song.
it.
Yeah.
Oh.
Into the sun.
The last word on that song is dawn.
Da. Yeah. We changed it to done.
Yeah.
You did change it to dawn.
Yeah. Because it's like, like
Yeah.
going into the sun.
I love
so,
that. I
yeah.
love it. And when I saw that in the lyric sheet and I saw that the last word was dawn, it felt like the end of the record in a really amazing way.
Oh, thank you.
I'd agree. To me, all of the songs feel different from each other, but that one is one of the ones that is very distinct, but it's a good ending to the album. Like, it just feels like the closing of the album. I'm so impressed. He's like read the lyric sheet. He knows the last word of the song. Yeah, no, he knows what he's talking about. It's Zane Lowe. He knows what he's talking about.
Appreciate it.
Were there songs on the record where lyrically you really felt like you had grown and were able to address some subjects that felt mature, like you'd lived some life?
성숙한 거죠.
전반적으로 앨범 자체가 다 되게
특히 스윙이 좀 그렇지 않나?
그렇지, 스윙이라는
그런 것
곡이
같아요.
노멀?
노멀도 그렇고. 맞아.
쓴 건 아니지만 내가 이제 형들의 랩을 가사로 들었을 때는 인투 더 선 가사가 너무 약간
잘았다?
아니 그러니까 잘았다보다는 되게 약간 감동을 좀 준다 이런. 그와 늑대.
난 가사 쓸 때 오히려 조금 덜 무겁게 쓰려고 좀 많이 노력을 하긴 했는데 나는 개인적으로는 좀 너무 무겁게 가면 안 될 것 같다 해가지고 좀 가볍게 쓰긴 했어. 전반적으로.
근데 그 가볍게가 되게 주는 약간 펀치가
그런가?
있는 것 같아.
You know, there's some amazing bars on.
I think that's right. It's like the song hits you hard, but the lyrics aren't too heavy. I don't know how on earth you managed to get that right mix, but yeah, I'd say that's right.
This though, to me, in some respects, it felt like you got to go back and reignite that original fire that you had when you started from a rap point of view as well. You know, in recent years, obviously, as the band has become bigger,
Right.
songs have gotten bigger,
Right.
melodies bigger, stadiums bigger. To be able to come back, Sugar, RM, J-Hope, and be able to get on the mic and just tear it up. But like I said, the first 5 songs, it's like Aliens is a rap song.
It is a rap song.
Yeah.
그냥 이 BTS 앨범 작업을 할 때 내가 해왔던 게 뭐고 그냥 나의 정체성을 좀 많이 보여주려고 했고 근데 그게 곧 사실 BTS가 보여주고 싶었던 정체성이었던 것 같아요. 어쨌건 뭐 우리가 이 음반을 왜 해야 되는가를 두고 봤을 때 우리는 이 음반을 통해서 우리가 그동안 우리의 뿌리 그리고 뭐 우리의 정체성을 좀 많이 보여주면서 그리고 우리는 한국 인으로서 보여주고 싶은 부분들이 또 있었기 때문에 그런 부분들을 좀 고스란히 담으려고 하다 보니까 솔직 담백하게 내가 표현할 수 있는 부분들로 잘 나온 것 같아요. 근데 그게 어찌됐건 랩이 좀 많았었고
Yeah, I think originally when they were like saying that they wanted to go back to their roots, I think I kind of got that mixed up a bit in then what they decided to call the album. So I think I almost got like a bit distracted by the fact that they called it Arirang, and then you look into Arirang and you find out what it is, what it's about, what it means to Korean people, and then you think, oh, they're gonna go back to more Korean language songs or maybe put more traditional stuff in their songs. It's almost like the title of the album was like not a red herring, but I do think it kind of made people think that. But when you listen to the album, it's like, no, they're going back to what they started as, what they were almost intended as. You can't listen to the album and not think that that's actually what they meant, especially that first half. It's not literally going back to what they used to do. It's a more mature version of what they used to do, I think. See, I don't know if anybody else feels the same way, but I think I got blindsided by what they then decided to call the album.
나온 것 같아요. 근데 그게 어찌됐건 랩이 좀 많았었고, 예. 그러면서 좀 되게 각자의 스타일이 녹아지면서 어우러지는 그런 앨범과 곡들이 탄생되지 않았나. 예.
What's amazing about J-Hope is that me and Suga, we started as a rapper, from Seoul Street, but he used to be a dancer, a street dancer. And my favorite rap verse from this whole album was like his verse from song called 2.0.
Wow.
And
wow.
like it's so addictive. Like
yeah.
꼬라지고 마치 brand new. Oh wait, J-Hope. You're a rapper, bro.
It's great.
Oh my god, that's so sweet. I always say it, but one of my favorite things about BTS is how they're constantly just complimenting each other, and it's not insincere, it's very much sincere. I don't really like to bring toxic masculinity into things, but to me they're like the opposite of toxic masculinity, because I think sometimes men giving each other compliments, it's not always encouraged I would say in Western culture, it's not encouraged, you know, but they're just the opposite of that. They don't have any of that hanging over them. They compliment their friend on something and don't think about that kind of stuff. That's like one of my favorite things about them.
To hear, it's great to hear Suga just get on the mic and just tear it up. It just must have been really fun to realize that the things you originally loved, those passions you had when you were just kids on your own, now all fit in to BTS at the highest level.
그 앨범 제작할 때도 그런 것들을 7명이서 다 할 수 있게 된 게 나는 되게 엄청 좋았거든, 앨범 자체에서.
그래서 좋은 앨범이 나온 거.
그리고 이번 앨범 작업할 때 사실 송폼 같은 경우도 막 진짜 그냥 하고 싶은 대로 그냥 하고 싶은 대로 일단 그냥 짓거려 보고 막 그런 식으로 좀 되게 자유롭게 작업 많이 했던 것 같아요.
I've seen the odd thing as well of it's like a very, very rare comment. I've not seen many people say it, but I just thought of it then. People saying that maybe like the companies had too much influence on this album, but they're literally saying there, with this album, we did what we wanted. So it's BTS. I don't think it can be any more BTS if they made the album that they wanted to make.
It sounds really together, and it really knows itself. And I feel like you all really know each other better than ever before, which is amazing, given the time you spent away. The album is called Arira.
Yeah. Oh, you sound
Good pronunciation. Wow. Yeah, Zane Lowe knows what he's talking about. He's done his research. I struggle with it a bit, and it's because the R's are very different to English R's, but I try. I think the main thing is I try.
great.
Okay.
오,
Arirang.
Okay.
You don't sound like Arirang.
I at least hope I'm not doing that. No, that's. I don't think they ultimately care, but they must appreciate when people try to pronounce it in the right way.
And I want to ask you why, what that means to you, calling the album something that is so synonymous and special to the people in this country and to you.
I think it was very natural to bring a keyword like Arirang, because Arirang is like it's an old traditional Korean song, like hundreds of years, maybe 1,000.
What does it say?
The song is about the lyrics are quite abstract, but it's about longings and a nostalgia for a hometown. It could be a lover. It could be a hometown, it could be a family, it could be a friend. Lots of our ancestors had been singing it. Yeah, it's a very like ethnic and it's very, very historical in Korean. So in the military, we also thought about like, you know, like missing the times and the past and the fans, the times that we were together, but we couldn't do anything inside. And we naturally thought about like where we came from and if we unite again, like what do we have to do? If BTS should go on, then what word could make us into a one, like a group, you know?
That's bigger than you.
Yes. We wanna like claim like to the world that we like where we are rooted in. And it was Korea, since we're all Koreans and we are proud of like where we came from. And I think the song has lyrics and the melodies are very, very universal because everyone has some like nostalgia and their sadness and their longings. So I think a great art mostly brings like their personal thing into a universal thing.
Yes.
So if we bring Arirang into 2026 in our own ways, we thought that we could bring it to the world.
You know, one of the things
That's the first time I think I've heard them explain it in that way, and that it helps that kind of, like I said before, I originally thought, well, they've called it this, it's going to be more traditional, more like obviously Korean. Like RM's just explained that wasn't their intention. They're showing that they are Korean by using one of the most Korean things that probably exists, but trying to translate that feeling that song might have into music that everybody can appreciate. I think that's really clever.
I think that your fans fell in love with, ARMY fell in love with when you came out, was that you were very open and honest about some of the internal and emotional struggles that young people felt around the world, but in particular in Korea, and the pressure that you felt to live up to other people's expectations.
That's so true.
Do you feel in the time that you've been making music and writing those songs and speaking to young people that is changing? Do you think that there is a growing sense of confidence and freedom that's occurring with young people now more than when you started out?
I think that's an interesting point to bring up. A lot of their earlier music was about meeting other people's expectations, and it's almost like now you see the comments that people make about this album not meeting their expectations, and it's like, aren't people sort of proving that they still do have to meet other people's expectations? I think they care less now, if they cared at all. But I just think that's kind of a bit like, oh, you don't want them to have to meet other people's, like, external people's expectations, but they should still meet yours. Let me put that back so I can hear Zane's question again.
That is changing. Do you think that there is a growing sense of confidence and freedom that's occurring with young people now more than when you started out?
점점 각박해지는 것 같다, 그지? 세상이. 근데 이제 저는 좀 그 소셜 미디어나 이런 것들을 막 그렇게 잘 하지도 않고 이게 그런 것들에 대해서 뭐 잘 알지도 못하지만 참 그게 참 세상을 많이 바꿔 놓은 것 같아가지고 그냥 좀 덜 볼 줄도 알아야 되고 그래야 된다고 생각을 하는데, 물론 저희들은 여전히 음악을 만들고 계속해서 이제 경쟁을 해왔고 또 앞으로도 해 가야 되는 상황이지만 좀 다들 본인의 행복과 이제 본인의 만족을 좀 찾는 것도 조금 연습을 해야 되는 시대가 되어버린 것 같다, 그런 생각인 거죠.
I agree. I am not good at doing it, but I agree. I think it's hard doing this kind of things. Like, this is social media and I'm on it a lot, you know. And it's hard when you're engaged in something that requires you to be on social media quite a lot. It's hard to then step away from it. I think I thought during this comeback, like, I have to constantly be online and checking for new things. In reality, I don't really. I think we should all learn to step away from social media a bit more than we do.
We're all 30s, so when we look at the 20 years old, like, younger people, I don't know what to say. I feel sad sometimes. But younger people always, like, kind of rebel. The older generations, they refuse it, they deny it, and just, they have their own riots, and then they become older and then younger generation comes again. It's just like a natural happening, like a hurricane. So we're in our all 30s, and since the change is getting faster, when 20-year-old those kind of friends like come to me and they ask for some advice, I sometimes like lose words and be really careful.
It's a really big question. It's a valid question to ask those in a position of influence and inspiration. But it's really hard to try to influence people on their own terms, you know what I mean, on their life. There's no right answer.
No.
Everyone's journey is kind of unique.
Different, yeah.
You know, even all 7 of you were on very unique paths to become one. You know, Jin, your journey to here is very different to RM's journey to here. I mean, you have such a unique journey on how you became a part of BTS. I mean, it was almost a happy accident, right, in a strange way.
뭐 시작할 때 이제 서로의 길은 달랐지만은 결국에는 그 저희 리더가 멤버들을 잘 이끌어줬던 것 같아요. 음악이 얼마나 재밌고 행복한 건지 그런 식으로 이끌어줘서 진짜 리더로 인해 많은 친구들이 변했고 다들 뭐 음악을 사랑할 수 있게 되어서 저도 뭐 남준이한테도 그렇고 뭐 호비한테도 그렇고 뭐 모든 멤버들한테 항상 감사히 생각하고 있어요. 과연 내가 다른 인생을 살았다면 더 행복했을 것인가를 요새 자주 생각하는데 저의 최선의 길을 우리 멤버들이 이끌어내준 것 같아서 저희 멤버들에게 전 늘 감사하고 이렇게 항상 잘 되라고 기도하며 살고 있습니다.
사실
Oh, that's so sweet. This interview and then the GQ was sort of an interview, but where they were answering questions. It's just given such like heartfelt, like insightful answers to stuff. And don't get me wrong, I love silly Jin. But I also really love serious and like sincere Jin. Hearing him say things like that about RM as the leader, in a way, it's almost more special than if it was coming from somebody else, because Jin is the oldest. I can imagine that he can be looked to as, well, why isn't the eldest the leader? But he doesn't use that in any way, shape or form. He doesn't, like, not seriously, I don't think. He doesn't try and enforce like the age hierarchy thing. And he just acknowledges that RM's a good leader, and it, like, the age doesn't come into it.
bro.
사실입니다.
Thank you, worldwide handsome.
Worldwide handsome, everybody. Worldwide handsome.
얼굴이 붓지 뭐, 형은.
Handsome.
You know what? You all look.
He looks so embarrassed there. I was like, Jin, you created this yourself. I think it's probably because it is a slightly more serious interview. He's just like, shh, not now.
Fit. You all look world tour ready. Who was the most out of shape when you all got back together to rehearse?
Ooh.
Which one of you guys was not ready to get back into it?
Me.
Me?
Me and you.
Oh, yeah.
Me and you.
The out of shape duo.
How was it getting everybody back together, though?
Oh my God. Again and again in these more recent interviews, I think Jimin's just really showing how funny he is as well. I find him so funny.
I was starting to kind of do the choreography and figure out, like, because it's a big show, you know?
사실 처음에는 우리 할 수 있는가,
큰일 났다.
그래, 괜찮은가, 이대로 괜찮은가 생각했는데 조금씩 맞춰가고 있고, 그리고 어쨌든 되게 오랜만에 팬분들한테 공연을 선보이는 거라서 더 새롭고 더 멋있고 더 충격적인 거를 준비하기 위해서 되게 다 같이 아이디어 내고 연습하고 노력하고 있어서 기대해도 좋으실 것 같습니다.
되게
It was really good.
새로우실 거예요.
기대도 좋아.
It's a 360-degree stage.
I heard.
Yeah, so you could see us everywhere.
Oh, they're talking about the tour. I thought they were talking about the Netflix Live. Either way, that'll be good as well. I don't doubt it.
Yeah.
Anywhere.
Is that the first time you've done that?
Once, but we did. That was not like a concert.
Yeah, right.
It was just like a
Seven
Fan
years?
meeting?
Yeah, seven years ago. It was called a fan meeting. It's like a simple event.
You've really got to know your steps, right? Because I'd imagine you're all going to be doing choreography in different parts of the circular
Oh
stage.
yeah.
많이 헷갈리시죠?
많이 헷갈리지만
It's really
계속
confusing.
그거를 이제 기억하려고 노력하고
많이 헷갈릴 만큼 많이 해야지.
많이 해야
그것도 맞지.
You know, it's remarkable how you're able to be so in sync with each other and perform at such a high level, and yet it feels inclusive of the audience at the same time. Can someone kind of try to put into words what that balance is between having to think about what you're doing versus knowing that you can just be in the flow state and it's practiced and you've got it?
생각해서 맞추고 올라가서 생각을 안 하고 해야 되는 것 같아요. 그래야 잘 맞는 좋은 공연이 되는 건데 결국 마지막에는 계속 생각하고 있으면 결국 망치더라고요.
맞는
틀리고
말이야.
헷갈리고.
그것도. 맞는 말이야.
네, 저도 그러니까 우리가 연습을 한 만큼 각자가 거기에서 얼마나 신경을 썼나에 따라서 그냥 그대로 딱 무대로 나온다라는 생각이 있어서 그래서
I was going to say, J-Hope's going to have to say something here. Dance leader's going to have to say something to this.
조금 연습이라는 게 굉장히 중요한 부분이 아닌가라는 생각이 들어서 우리가 그만큼 무대에서 그냥 자유로워지고 사람들이 봤을 때 뭔가 좀 되게 멋있어 보이려면은 그런 좀 과정이 그래도 필요하지 않나. 그게 또 난 프로페셔널한 부분이라고도 생각이 들고.
My Sam, Sam.
We need a many practice time.
Responsibility.
Yeah.
Jungkook, which song are you most looking forward to performing? New song are you most looking forward to?
Fire.
Fire. Big. It's
That was a good performance on the Netflix Live. That was, yeah. I think because it's one of my favourite songs as well. But yeah, Jungkook's part in that, you could tell he enjoyed that.
big one. There's a lot of really big songs for this tour.
Yes.
What were you thinking about live when you were making this album? Were you thinking about what would sound great in a stadium?
We need an anthem just to heat up all these stadiums. So
Yeah.
of course we consider sometimes.
In the time away, right? Because one of the things I love about all of you is that you have a lot of different interests. You know, I've met a lot of musicians who are hyper-focused on music, but I know that you're all curious people. Ariam, didn't you learn saxophone during military service?
I did.
From scratch?
From scratch.
Okay, so what video was that in? Was that when I was reacting to the Netflix documentary trailer and I was like, is that RM playing a saxophone? I didn't know that he could play the saxophone, but apparently he couldn't before the military. I knew V could play saxophone, but not RM. So that answers that.
That was my job in military. So
Right.
yeah, I was in an army band, and yeah, it was fun because not to keep be so far away from where I was, which is music.
Yeah, yeah.
And the army band, they were all from some of them from like Berkeley's and like New School.
Yeah.
And like Berlin.
Yeah.
So I learned a lot because I didn't know a thing about like an orchestra or a real band.
Why saxophone though?
That was the easiest one. Trumpet, you can't imagine.
Yeah.
You need at least like 3 or 4 months just to make it really sound.
Just to get you breathing right.
Yeah.
I was going to say, have I tried trumpet? I've tried many instruments in my time. As soon as I got to a higher level and they were really difficult, I'm like, I'm going to start again with something else now, like on the easy bit, on the fun bit. I don't think I've tried trumpet, but I tried clarinet. And most of the battle with the clarinet is to actually get it to make the proper sound. It's really hard work. I've never tried saxophone. I thought saxophone was similar, but apparently not.
Did you meet Jungkook at the end of his service with it? Did you bring it? Did you play it when he came out?
I played it when
Jin came out.
Yeah.
Tell us that story.
I just wanted to do it for entertainment because it's a great day.
Yeah.
You just wanted to do it for shits and giggles. Come on. I love that.
I had like 1 year to get out, 1 more year to get out. So yeah, it was like a struggle to just to admit it and like congratulating his discharge at the same time.
What did you play?
I think I played Dynamite
on saxophone.
Yeah,
맞네.
Like a
yeah. Oh, good. You don't need a saxophone.
I'm a human saxophone.
Oh, that was pretty good. I was thinking that. I'm a human saxophone.
Yeah, Husaphone. When they came out, we play like I played it for him.
Yeah. What did you think when you came out and he's playing saxophone?
나 전역하는 날인데 왜 제가 저기서 저러고 있지? 주인공이 뒤바뀌어 버리니까.
I was just gonna say, took my spotlight away. I knew he was gonna say that. This is my day.
뭐 하는 애지? 당황스러운데 반겨주니까 너무 좋았어요.
아 이거 짤이 있어.
알아봤어. 그리고 나는 아직 나오지도 않았는데 너네들끼리 막 껴안고 난리나 있더라.
저희끼리 이렇게 껴안는데 이제 혼자 저 멀리서 이제.
Did anyone sort of learn any new skills or try to hand it at something new, or was it just RM with the sax?
전
새롭게. 나중에 베이스 시작했잖아.
I'm trying to learn bass.
You are?
I'm doing
진짜요?
climatics all the time. Like,
베이스.
it's fun, but my finger hurts.
되게
알려주고 있는
웃긴 소리지만 저는 그 뭐냐 드럼 레슨을
Oh my
시작했어?
God.
지금 잡아놨는데
Starting drums.
아직 안 했어.
Wow.
티처 모으기. 약간 선생님 모으기.
So he's always collecting just teachers.
Yeah.
You know, he's like a picker. Like he started this, he started that, he started this, and started that. You know, a quick.
That sounds very familiar to me. I'm going to start this, and I'm also going to start this, and I'm going to start this. Yeah. I start a lot of things. I don't finish a lot of things. I'm actually quite proud that I've been fairly consistent on my YouTube channel and my Patreon. None of you know this, but that's unusual for me. It's all thanks to BTS. I love BTS, and that's what makes me do it.
Dropper.
Yeah. Oh, really?
Yeah.
Up and down, up and down?
Yeah.
Right.
But he's into drums right now.
완전 TMI인데 요즘 추리 소설 읽는 걸 좋아해요.
Thank
그래서
God
혼자
you're
That's not TMI, is it? Into detective novels? I wonder if you think maybe it's just too personal. I don't know.
혼자 계속 상상해요.
Such an exciting time for ARMY. We're here to have this conversation, and I'm having the best day. But it's really for the fans, right? To hear from you again. And your fan base is incredible.
They are amazing.
They're amazing. ARMY go above and beyond. They actually carry your legacy on even when you're not here. And they
They're
do
a brand.
things to improve the world in your honor. They have so much initiative to do things. I'd just love to open up the floor for all of us to just talk about ARMY and what that experience has been like for you, getting to know the world through the eyes of your fans.
진짜 재밌는 거는 정말 이 감정이 태영이는 정말 진영 콘서트 막 전역해서 진영 콘서트 게스트
맞아.
나와서
맞지.
진짜 보고 진짜 눈물을 흘릴 정도로
울었었으니까.
진짜 사실 되게 그런 큰 감동이 있는 것 같아. 우리도 이제 곧 있으면은 이제 투어를 하고 전 세계를 돌면서 그것도 이제 스타디움으로 많은 팬분들을 볼 건데 뭐 너무 5년 전에 있었던 일이라서 간만에 그런 경험들을 전 세계를 돌면서 느끼면은 되게 뭔가 다를 것 같은 기분.
아리라.
Oh, yeah. Hotel rooms selling out. Tickets gonna go crazy.
Hotel rooms.
Do you remember those days when you were walking around just handing out flyers, just trying to convince people to come to your first show?
He's done his research, hasn't he? My God. I'll probably say more at the end about like what I think about this interview. But I like that he brought up ARMY, and I feel like a lot of people, a lot of interviewers talk about ARMY in a like, I better not say anything wrong because then ARMY will come for me. And it's like, well, it's not difficult to not say something wrong. So why are you worried about that, you know? But ARMY's often talked about in a like scary kind of way. He talks about ARMY in a respectful, and like he was impressed by what ARMY can do, and yeah, totally different to other things I've seen before.
내 머릿속에는 기억은 없는데 그냥 그 방송된 이미지는 기억이 난다.
좋은 추억이었다.
전단지.
Just good memory.
너무 오래됐어
It was
기억하기에도.
12 years ago.
It's incredible to think that it started with that. I mean, all
Yeah.
of this now, this building, this business, this anticipation about this tour started with you guys just on the street, just asking people to come to see a show.
I know. Like when I first got into the label, it was big hit, like before Hype. There was 9 people in one floor. It was 2010, like April. And I remember, you know, the office was awful. And the 9 people, they all had to be, you know, in charge of like 3 jobs. Like somebody had to do like mails and like shippings and like design at the same time. And
God, 9 people. Like, I knew it was small and it didn't have much money, but 9 people.
And now it's like, I think it's like more than like 2,500 people right now.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
we still sometimes can't believe that, you know, we are here actually. And we also just got out of the army and the military.
Yeah.
And like things change like so fast back and forth. But we just naturally always think about like, you know, they just brought us here. And
I'm really distracted by Jimin's face right now. I think he's just thinking, but it looks like he's got a really pouty face on.
we're for them and they're for us, like at the same time. So, you know, it's really amazing to see a growth. So they're getting older right now at this, you know, as well, because we're getting older too. When we had our debut, they were like an elementary school student, and now they are like 25, and someone got married, and like it's amazing to, you know, getting old with the fans.
Well, this is an interesting time because this is, in my opinion, a legacy play. You know, that first phase was the building and the amassing of success and fans and achievements. You could have ended there, and it would have been a perfect journey up to that point. To come back, you have an opportunity now, probably the first of your generation, to mature this experience and
30s.
to start to build legacy.
It's still a big challenge, and I'm really afraid of a new chapter because we have to show different things, you know, to convince the fans and the people out there. We want to reach maybe different type of people as well. Since we love each other so much, we're just here still. And
I love every time they cut over to Jungkook. He's just like, it's so cute. I've sensed kind of that they've been nervous about the album coming out and the comeback. I've seen some stuff about like Jin's not himself and he's really quiet and he's really saying, oh, I wonder if there's something wrong. I just think he was nervous and worried about what was going to happen, as I assume they all were. For anybody that did watch the Netflix live, they're immediately just straight back to what they used to be like. And I think it was relief in a way I kind of got from it a little bit, like, oh, you know, they waited for us. They like it. They like the music. It would cut to them now and then just looking out at the crowd, almost like, oh my, all these people are here for us. Just the feeling I got was that they were nervous, and probably they knew that people would notice that it is different to what they've done before, you know? I don't know. I think people read into things too much. It's like, you don't know what they're thinking. You don't know what's happening unless they tell you.
the fans are there. So what is the reason that we have to stop this precious brand and a thing and the family? Because, you know, for my rest of my life, I can't ever meet people like this, because I'm like 33. I was 15 when I first met them, but now I'm like 32 maybe. But you know, like it was my teenage, and they are really symbolizing my youth as well.
Yeah, yeah.
So I don't want to miss this chance, and I don't want to regret, like, you know, years later, man, we had to do it again. We just shouldn't have stopped this journey. We didn't want to, you know, do that thing like Interstellar, you know.
Yeah. Was that a conversation? Like, that was beautifully put in reflection. But was that actually a conversation amongst the 7 of you?
뭔가 우리들끼리 말하지 않아도 통하는 우리들끼리 그리는 미래가 있었던 것 같아요. 그래서 자연스럽게 뭔가 이렇게 군 전역을 다 하고 이렇게 함께 모여가지고 할 수 있는 이유도 그런 뭔가 자연스러운 우리들의 그런 생각이 모여가지고 지금 보여주는 부분들이 아닌가라는 생각도 들고, 굳이 말하지 않아도 우리가 해야 되는 게 뭔지를 알고 앞으로 나아가는 그런 7명들이 또 이렇게 마음이 맞았기 때문에 그렇게 할 수 있었던 것 같고, 네. 그런 게 되게 좋은, 서로가 서로에게 주는 좋은 시너지가 아닌가라는 생각도 듭니다. 네.
Can this be forever?
세상에 영원한 것은 없지. 하지만 우리가 최대한
노력한다면
좋은 기간이 오래 갈수록 우리가 서로 노력을 해야겠지. 요.
단정할 수는 없는 거지. 이게 영원할 거야 이럴 수도 없는 거고.
근데
That's a good way of responding to that, I think. I think if they said, yeah, it's going to go on forever, it's almost insincere, isn't it? Because it can, but they want to try, and I think that's the main thing.
이게 영원하지 않을 거야라도 또 없는 거고. 그러니까 우리가 마음 맞으면 하는 거고.
맞아요.
좋은 게 좋은 거지. 뭔가 약간
나는 우리가 원하면
그치
80,
언제든지
90에도 할 수 있다고 생각해.
근데 서로가 이런
When we're 80 or 90, I would love to see that. I probably won't be around to see that because I'm older than them. Not much older, but there's a chance I won't get to see what they're doing when they're 80 and 90.
최대한 오래 유지할 수 있게 서로에게 계속 노력하는 수밖에 없는 것 같아.
Skirt.
Cool.
Damn.
Damn.
I feel really grateful that I'm able to come to this beautiful city and sit with you at this time in your life. It's a really special time.
아,
Thank you for coming.
When it was happening the first time, the 1.0, it was fast and we were all trying to hold on tight and see how big you could get. And you
Right.
became the biggest. There's no guarantees in life.
No.
Like you said, there's no guarantees that you were going to come back and do this. And, music is better with you here. Have the best time.
What a lovely thing to say. Music is better with you here. And it's true. I want to hear that again.
Life.
No.
Like you said, there's no guarantees that you were going to come back and do this. And, music is better with you here. Have the best time putting out this record, Enjoy every second of it. Dawn!
He loves that bit.
My guy.
Thank you.
That was really fun. Thank you, V. Thank you. Thank you, brother. Thank you, Aaron. Jimin, thank you.
Thank you.
Oh.
Jen,
Thank you, bro.
thank you, bro. Appreciate you.
See you next time.
My guy. Sugar.
My guy.
Legend.
Next time.
Oh my God, what an amazing interview that was. I don't know what I was expecting from it. I knew it would be a good interview because it's Zane Lowe. It felt different in a way because normally in interviews and stuff I'm going backwards and having to repeat things and having to spot loads of different things, and it was a different kind of feeling. It was slow and considered and respectful. I feel like I got so much more out of that about them as people than I do in other interviews, if that makes sense. The questions were good. The questions were questions that we want answers to as ARMY, and they were about significant things, important things, and like I said, things about them as people. He's done his research, whether that's through because he's ARMY himself, I don't know. Either way, he's done his research and he asks them informed questions based on his research. I see people just asking them nosy questions, which are not always respectful, and sort of shallow questions, and shallow questions are fine, so it's totally fine. But I think now and then it's nice to have an interview with them where it is more serious. There was tons of stuff about how they put the album together, and he's clearly listened to it. So far, that's the best interview I've watched with them. The best all-round interview. There are interviews that are funnier, don't get me wrong, and where we get loads of memes from them. I think this was just a really genuine, sincere interview. I learned a lot from it, and it was nice to see them being respected and valued. I don't think I can say much more than that. I hope you enjoyed my reaction to that interview. What did you think about the interview? Did you like it? Let me know in the comments. Like the video if you did indeed like the video. Subscribe if you would like to continue on with me on my journey to learn more about BTS and my journey through my first comeback. And thank you for watching.